Okay, so again, I'm teacher Christoph. So let's have the part two of the lecture regarding the five basic sentence patterns. So just like what I told you on the first video, we have the three verbs that we're going to use in the five basic sentence patterns. So what are they? So number one of them is we have your, okay, we have the intransitive verb, and then the second one is we have your transitive verb. So before I explain to you the basic patterns, let's just try first to identify what is the difference between intransitive and transitive. So the question that we're going to answer, the question that we need to answer here, guys, is that, teacher, how to know if the verb is transitive, or how to know if the verb is what? Intransitive. So how do I know that, teacher? So this is Ivy, this is TV. So how can I differentiate them? So guys, that's why my lecture is entitled Grammar Made Easy, because I will be giving you an easy clue how you can identify intransitive from transitive. So let's start. Your clue here is you always ask. So again, the clue is that you have to ask the question, okay? You have to ask the question here, what or who. So are the only two clues that you need to know to identify whether a verb is intransitive or transitive. Okay, let's have an example for that. It is an intransitive. Okay, remember this one, guys. It is an intransitive if there is no possible, okay, if there is no possible answer to question what and who, then that is intransitive. I repeat, guys, if there is no possible answer, if you ask the question what and who, there is no possible answer, then the verb is intransitive. How about, teacher, if it's a transitive verb? So it's the opposite. So okay, there is a possible, okay, there is a possible answer to question what and who, and that is transitive. I repeat, if you ask the question what and who, and there is a possible answer, then the verb is what? It is a transitive verb. Okay, let's have an example. Let's take a look at this example. The verb is to sleep. Okay, teacher, let's identify. Is it transitive or intransitive? Now, let's go back to our clue. What and who? The question here is, for example, what does he sleep? Do you think there is a possible answer? What does he sleep? Like, for example, he sleeps Mary. Do you think it's possible? Then the answer is no, it's incorrect. So meaning there is no possible answer to question what if you use the verb sleep in a sentence. Or, for example, who does he sleep? I sleep my mother. I sleep my teacher. Then that's wrong because it does not answer the question here, who. So definitely we can say that the verb sleep is an what? Intransitive verb. Another example of intransitive verb is like fly. The verb is fly. What do you fly? Cannot be. I fly the sky. Cannot be. I fly the dog. Cannot be. Therefore, the verb fly has no answer to question what and who. Then, if that's the case, the verb is intransitive. So, is it clear, guys? Again, if you use a certain verb in a sentence, and if you want to identify if it is an intransitive, just like what I told you, Your clue here is you ask the question what and who, and if there is no possible answer, then that is what? Intransitive. Another example, die. Let's say the verb is die. What do you die? What did he die? Then there's no possible answer. What did he die? Who did he die? For example, the question there could be, what did he die? For example, uh, I died the dog, for example. Or I died Mary. Is it possible? So no, there is no answer to what and who. And that is intransitive. So I hope, guys, that is clear for everybody. Now, let's have transitive verb. As I told you, there is a possible answer. And almost all verbs are actually in the form of a transitive verb. There's a lot of verb that we use as transitive. How about teacher intransitive? There are certain verbs that you can use. If you want, you can actually memorize them. If you can do that, then it's better. But as long as you know how to identify using the clues, it would be a great help for you. Now, let's go back to transitive verb. Example is the verb eat. Okay. I eat. What do you eat? Do you think there's a possible answer? Yes. I eat rice. That's it. I don't eat what? Rice. So that is what? A transitive verb because there's a possible answer to question what. Now, let's say I love. Who do you love? I love Mary. So does it answer the question who? Yes. Do you have an answer if you ask the question what and who? Yes. Then that is what? Transitive verb. So guys, this is how we identify. How to know, teacher, if the verb is intransitive. How do I know if the verb is transitive? You ask the clue what and who. If there is no answer, intransitive. If there is an answer, then that is what? Transitive verb. Okay, so is this clear, guys? I'm so sorry because I only have a small board. If I had a big board, then I would not erase and erase and erase, and maybe I could give you a longer lecture, but I'll just try to maximize the board. Then after that, I stop the video, then we can go to the next lecture. So maybe if you really want to follow me, then I will cut my videos part by part. So we have the part 1, part 2, part 3, something like that. Okay, guys? So, are we clear regarding transitive and intransitive? I hope you have understood. So let's have the part 3 of the lecture coming up right now.